everybody, Edo here, and this is Menu Masters by Zach and Jordan Weisman. Now, Jordan Weisman has been along for a long time making serial entrepreneurs, starting companies, video games, board games, everything, man. Impressive dude. His son, I presume, works with him, and Zach, this is, I think, Zach's second title, but they work together, and this is a Calliope game, part of the Titans of Gaming series, which this will be the third one I'm reviewing. Again, backers of that series backed for the designers and what they were going to be making, but the games weren't made yet. It was going to be made over a 12-year journey, or 12-year, I think 3 years, 12-game journey. So anyway, in Menu Masters, this is a pretty straightforward game of set collection and sort of turn order, line manipulation. The component quality is really good. You have this miniature first turn order. You have the player tokens. The cards are fine. These boards are really thick. I mean, these are like 3mm. These are super thick. Only thing I have sort of gripes with is the rules. I mean, they're actually very clear and well done. But this is the third of the series, and they have this trifold, big, wide trifold. Apparently, I don't like this layout for a rulebook. It's big. I find that text really goes wide all along, and I just find it harder to follow than it should be. Rules are straightforward. There's nothing wrong with this one, but I suspect I will be complaining about this in every one of these games. But anyway, Menu Masters, very straightforward game. You are a chef, and you are filling your menu, and you'll notice a menu is a couple items, broccoli and lobster, or perhaps, let's get a different one with 3, green beans, lobster, and ice cream. I think the biggest thematic gripe I have about this game is there's a missed opportunity. I mean, it's got this Ratatouille theme, you have all these cool chefs with backstories, yet I don't feel like I'm making any particular dish. I mean, I'm not. I mean, it's just like salad, tomatoes, steak. You know, there was a layer that could have been here around interesting gift. I mean, even if there was just the names above it and then the components, I think I would have felt there was a little bit more fictional piece. I mean, but it's a simple and fun game. I mean, it's not that big of a gripe, but I think it was a missed opportunity. Anyway, you're filling your cards, and you can draw cards and get new ones, but you're filling your cards, and they are being filled with ingredients, and each ingredient has star values, and you get player with the most stars at the end of the game for the ingredients that you use wins, and they're ingredients with different values. So I could take the single lettuce, which is a single card, or I could get this double card, which gives me more options, but I only get the 2-point lettuce. There's these different stores. There's another one for more players. And you have this ability to combine 2 of the same ingredient to make it into anything else of the in that category, which smooths out the game, really. Sort of, again, hurts the fiction, but smooths out the game. Play is simple. You have 3 choices. And each player has these little, I guess they're chef's hats, perhaps, or maybe they're... I think they're chef's hats. But anyway, you have the tokens, and, or maybe unrelated, they're just tokens. You can put them in a store. When you put them in the store, you're saying, I'm going to buy something from here. We do buying at the end. I can run a store. You can't run a store you're buying from, but if you run a store, anyone who spends money in that store gives the money to you, and for what it's worth, coins are pretty limited and tight. And lastly, you can not place and get a coin. You can only do that once. The reason you might do that is since there's this expense thing I'll talk about, you get this dynamic where you might want to, every once in a while you want to skip your turn. So, in terms of buying and selling, as again, anyone who's at the top is just going to collect, but then other players are going, and the way it works though is, as you place, you keep working the tokens up. Now, the first person who played is always going to get to buy first, but the higher you are, the more expensive it costs to buy. So if there's 3 people here, the player on top is going to have to pay 3 to get whatever they want. Doesn't matter what it is. But you don't have to buy. So on my turn, for whatever reason, if I'm convinced I want to make this guy's day miserable, I could stack him all the way up here. He's going to have to pay 5, and then I could say, oh, I didn't really want anything. I can be a jerk. That's the game. Again, it mechanically works. It's light. It's quick to explain. It didn't blow me away. You know, I mean, it's good. It doesn't have any glaring holes other than I feel that theme misses. It's more like shopping than it is menuing. But beyond that, it's a nice family weight addition to the Titan series. So subscribe, share all that good stuff. Most importantly, play some great games. Thanks.